So let me just timestamp this recording, like, right away. About a day or so ago, they announced Digimon Story Time Strangers, which is super cool, because it's been, you know, like, more than half a decade, and maybe a little more than that as well, since, you know, like, Hacker's Memory came out. That was, what, 2017 or so? So that's cool. I feel like I helped manifest that by playing this, playing, off-recording, Digimon World Next Order, my rewatch of Digimon Tamers. So, you know, I feel like I had a hand in manifesting this. The problem is, I now feel the time crunch for Time Strangers. There's no release date yet, but now I gotta finish this. And to get the complete story, I feel like I also gotta do Hacker's Memory before the game comes out. So, I was wondering if I was gonna continue on with Hacker's Memory or leave that till later. I don't think I can leave that till later now. So, yeah. Unrelated, but I feel like in an effort to, I don't know, process myself, I have more Digivolutions ready. Are you ready? So it turns out, without farm training, and he already has a whole bunch of farm training because of getting him there, Gallantmon can just naturally reach the stat requirements for Crimson mode. So there he is. He's gonna get even redder. And also have really cool wings and weapons. There he is. So yeah, now he's in the party. No one else here can Digivolve. However, you know who else reaches those stat limits without needing to be farm trained, even though he's already incredibly farm trained? Lucemon. I mean, he's still level 90, but we can get to Satan mode with stats naturally. So, go. Become Satan. Oh, I lost frames. It's fine though, because there he is. Yeah. That actually did not take as long as I expected. I don't know what to do with him, because I believe... Yeah, Magic Attacker. And then decreases int? Why do you debuff yourself so hard? Not to mention, I haven't... Right, I burned all your int training because you needed the strength training to go to fall down mode, and then you went back to a Magic Attacker. How could you? Also, I have speed stats. Were also necessary. Yeah, no, his training is all over the place. So, there he is. But we're not done yet. Monzaimon, I've been lining this up for a while, and it took forever for him to get to that speed stat, without any training. I didn't really need to farm train anyone for speed, so I sort of just let him do it naturally. It just took so long. But he can do it. So let's get Minervamon. Which, if Time Strangers seems to be shaping up to be the Olympus 12 game that was spoken of in, like, interviews and whatnot, you might be relevant. It is funny that, again, the Olympus 12 that appear in this game as acquirable Digimon, because they're not, like, plot relevant, have such low stat requirements. They're 20 ABIs. They're, like, treated as generic, which is odd. I have Aerovidramon here. I decided to go down this path because stat requirements were easier this way, but... yeah, this Digimon is one that I just don't know too much about. But here he's called Goldramon, because I guess he's gold. I do know the Japanese is Goddramon, and he's one of the 4, I guess, Holy Dragon-type Digimon. I don't remember their actual group title. But they consist of, oh, he's got, like, dragon written on his gauntlets here. This one's, like, Divine Dragon, and this one is... I don't know what that one reads. And then his shoulders, I believe, read Sealed. But anyway, along with... Oh, I forget who the others... There's Magnadramon, Megadramon, and him, along with one more, and I... Is it Shinlongmon? Who's the 4th dragon? Anyway, he exists, and he's actually also attributed to the Patamon line, so you can go Patamon, Angemon, Magna Angemon to Goldramon. And I guess that's meant to parallel Gadomon's line, you know, from Salamon, Gatomon, Angelomon into Magnadramon. It's funny that, like, both Patamon and Gatomon can become either 2 of the 4 great dragons or 2 of the 3 great angels, with Ophanimon and Seraphimon. They're just, I guess, legendary. But yeah, there's this one. And speaking of, where was... Oh, you were next anyway, yes. Again, Groundramon route instead of the War Growlmon route because the stat requirements were a bit easier to hit here. But I already brought him up. Megagermon. Man, Groundramon is such a cool design, and it lines up so well with Winggermon. That said, I now notice Slayerdramon, while looks cool, really doesn't retain the aesthetics of Winggermon. But unlike Breakdramon, he doesn't look terrible. So, you know, he still wins out. But there he is. He doesn't look nearly as big as he probably should. But this is what happens when Guilmon goes all evil and dark Digivolves. Or proper Digivolves? I'm not sure. But he's big mad. Gonna shake the entire digital world just by existing. Megagermon. Not to be mistaken with Megagermon, because this one is named for Megiddo, which has to do with the apocalypse or something. I don't remember the exact lore. But he's aptly named. Now he exists. Oh, yes, my Cherubimon, I did Digivolve, so I can go down the other path. So from Cherubimon Virtue to Cherubimon Vice, which is what I wanted to do initially. I just went down the other route, but we're now fixing this to go evil. Look at this mean-looking guy. Oh, he's another equipment slot. That's good. Grappleomon. Who did I set you up to go for? Oh, yes. I don't know why. I initially thought this would have been like Lobomon, because he's got sort of like the wolf head. It's not. And that should have been obvious considering this is a mega slot. But also 80 ABI, which means it's a Royal Knight. And which Royal Knight looks like this? It's Doofmon. There he is. Finally got him. I've been meaning to get him for a bit, actually, and they just never did. But here he is. In his brown armor, his weird puffy tail, his oddly fluffy mane. He has wings sitting on his shoulders. Yeah, I don't know what part of this is a leopard aside from the head. But, yeah, he does have leopard mode, so there's that change. Leave that for now, though. Come back to it later. Shogun-Gekomon. I had this guy for a while. Never did anything with him. He does have an int-penetrating attack, which is interesting. But, yeah, never actually really used him. That's fine, because he has a Digivolution I can send him to. And no one else was going to this one anyway. So I can finally use him for something. That said, I'm probably not going to use the Digimon either, because it's King Edamon. So, you know, awesome. King of Garbage, indeed. Myotismon. Right. I do have access to Venom Myotismon, but there's... Yeah, it was this guy. What were you again? I know I set you up for this, but I don't remember who you were. I'm slightly dumb. Let's go find out. But I know I didn't want to go for Venom Myotismon. Oh, I remember who it was. It's Piedmon. Right. I don't like clowns, but he's got swords, so that kind of makes up for it. I also don't understand his hair, or head, however that works. But yeah, Piedmon. This Crescentmon was set up to become a second Cherubimon Virtue. Just, you know, have one in backup just in case. And then Vaidmon. You can go become Ebimon. I did run into Ebimon before. Don't plan on using Ebimon, but it looks better than Vaidmon, so that's fine. I really don't like Vaidmon ever since I got like a Vaidmon card back when I bought the Digimon card game from way back when. Always hated it. This is marginally better. Let's see, is that everybody? We done? Yep, I think that's everybody. Did I have anyone else to Digivolve over here? No. Blue Meramon is working up the ability to become this. We need a bit more strength training. A lot more strength training. He's gonna be sitting here for a bit. And everyone else is just gonna have the benefits of strength training as well. Anyway, this is the party I'm running with now. Let me actually just give some EXP to Gallantmon, because I don't want to have to wait and all that. 24. Cool. Do it again. 30. Oh, that's a steep decline in levels right there. 35. Oh, we got Mach Rush. One more. Good enough. Almost 4. We'll go to 40. There we go. Now he's caught up. Everyone is strong. Yeah, run with Imperial Dramon, Alphamon, Plesiomon. Then I got the rest of these, and Maki and Gallantmon can sit in the back as the virus types. They're both so cool. Tamers is awesome. Safety save. Now, I think I still have to turn in the quest. We did the whole thing with the place at night, and we found out it was just an old man wandering around, causing all the rumors. So, you know, wasn't terribly exciting. There we go, finally properly turned in. It's always interesting how mysteries often lead and tie into one another. But I digress. Great work as always. Get ready for another case soon. Where? It's not going to affect Examon for a while. Go be productive, take on some cases. I'm asking you where to find them. Yeah, Pete's not here, huh? He was on the couch before. I haven't seen Pete in a while. I doubt he's left Nakano Broadway, but something's been troubling him. Go find him. He did show up at the end of the last quest, and that was upstairs in the cafe, wasn't it? Which kind of is his home if the computer's behind that wall, so is he back there? Would be in here? I can't go in there, can I? Nope. You? I'm not Kyoko. I mean, I wasn't picking up an order either. Hey, he's not there. Pete, where are you? Where would I find Pete? Pete, where would you even go? Also, what am I guess I'm looking for an exclamation point, right? Or a spot to just hop in. Now, where would I find... Hey, I found Pete. What you doing, man? Oh, it's you, huh? Do you know what I am? Like, philosophically or like physically? Because I don't. Philosophically, got it. I don't feel anything at all. Not a thing. Pete? Why are you ghosting me? What happened? What? Pete disappeared in front of you? Just come back here for now. A new case just came in that's cause for concern. Is it related? Because that'd be really convenient. It could be related to what you just witnessed. Wow, how convenient. Pete, are we finally getting your plot? It's been a while. There's the new case. Ghost Cat Building. I've been looking for so long. My Miko, my poor cat. Please find Miko. Gives me memory up. Let's go. Is Pete Miko? But Pete's also a Digimon, so I don't know how that works. This case comes in from Old Man Mizushima. Oh, was that the old man wandering the building at night? Or early morning? Yep. You might remember him as the one behind those 4 urban legends you recently investigated with the Occult Club members. Yeah? What about him? It well and truly is a small world out there, even when it feels bigger than ever in some ways. Anyway, he's tasked us with tracking down his cat. Frankly, during times like this, there's something to be said for a down-to-earth gig like this one. Mizushima said he'd be waiting for you at K Cafe, although he didn't actually state when. Probably in the morning. It wouldn't hurt to go on ahead and check things out at the cafe, so go do that. I guess I can do that. Back upstairs, I was literally just up there. He was also randomly on the 3rd floor, which... don't know what that's about. Kinda would have expected him to be here, but I guess it's better than running back and forth. Rumbling? Feels like it stopped. I wonder if it was an earthquake. Those are pretty common in Japan. Alright, quest. Alright, I'll be back. I gotta go set that training again. Because I feel like this might take up time. So let's, make sure that's going. You. Keep fighting. But keep it leisurely, because I need Cam to go up with you. 85. Yeah. Odiumon is currently in there just so I can keep feeding him without having him in the party. Alphamon also needs Cam, but if he's going to be in the party, that might build up with a couple battles. We'll see. Okay, I didn't mean to talk to you. I just wanted to go inside. Alright, talk to me. Welcome, grab a drink, have a seat, and stay as long as you like. Thanks, Sachan. That didn't seem quest relevant. An earthquake? No, I didn't feel anything of the sort. Was it just me? Was it like a digital quake? Did I feel it because I'm partially digital? So old man Mizushima's not in right now. Alright. You originally met him there in the early morning, right? May as well come back around the same time and see if he shows up. Okay, but can I do any investigating in the meantime? I don't know what to investigate, but... Alright, guess I'll just waste the time. The next day, early morning. Let's head for the K Cafe. Old man Mizushima should hopefully be there at this hour. Is it dark? I probably can't leave. But yeah, there's nobody here. What if I just took stuff from the stores, though? Actually, I feel like some of these places should be, like, actually, like, shuttered and whatnot. I've never been to Nakano late at night, so I wouldn't know, only when it's open. Oh, it's super empty. Can I still access this? No. But it gives me a prompt just to be like, no, you should probably ignore this. Oh, hey, there he is. I mean, Pete's not here. Oh, it's you again. I've been waiting, you know. Okay, well, you got here at like 3 a.m. That's not my normal functioning hours, just letting you know. You stopped by yesterday afternoon, but couldn't find me. You must have just had bad timing, kid. I've been waiting here forever for you. You have not. What's done is done. Let's just let bygones be bygones and start searching now. Right, how? My Miko, you see. He's inside this wall here. Did the cat die inside of the wall with the computer? Another quake. And I'm sure he doesn't feel it. Are you at K Cafe right now? Yes. I'm picking up readings of really strong digital wave vibrations from the 4th floor. It's a really huge current coursing through there. Okay, so it is actually a digital quake. My money's on that old time capsule being the cause of them. What's that? An earthquake? No, it's a digital wave. No, I can confirm it's definitely not. There's no movement here on the 1st floor. You're just sensing the intense digital wave. And I got cut off. Hey, Pete. It's... I don't want to know. It's better not knowing. Things are fine just as they are now. It's better if they don't change. Okay, but if you're gonna worry about it, then you know, you might have to resolve some things. Please stop. Don't wake me up from this. It's Miko. No, I'm Pete. Whatever you are, Miko, just come back to me. No, I can't. That's too much to ask of me. I'm not... Ami, please, leave me alone. Let things stay just the way they are. But you're actively making them not like they are. I'm sorry, Miko. I'm sorry. Ah, did I finally get through to you again? The vibrations have stopped for now, but the digital waves are still as intense as ever. There's something big brewing in there. As I suspected earlier, they're coming from that old vacuum tube computer inside the wall. The digital waves are just gushing out of there from the old internet lines that the computer is hooked up to. So much so, in fact, they are forming a cybernetic ley line, a digital line of sorts. If this thing persists, it's only a matter of time before its effects are felt in the real world. Right, ever since the wall got torn down, that will have actual effects. Ami, I need you to go inside that vacuum tube computer and do what you can to stop it. I'm not gonna have to put down Pete, am I? I'm counting on you. Guess I'm jumping in. He's sorry. And I'm being messaged. Thanks, Cherubimon. I'll pick that up later. Jumping in. Please, let me be. Don't wake me from this dream. I don't think I can do that. What's going on with Pete? Only one way to find out. This is again one of those weird times where it's like, the protagonist can speak, and simply chooses not to in 90% of situations, making the 10% really odd. Wonder how that's gonna be handled in Time Strangers. Only time will tell. Alright, I gotta navigate this though. Shiny! Mine. Just an HP spray, but I gotta have my shinies. Oh! It's a Monzaemon, okay. We got ultimates here. Was Monzaemon always a vaccine? I always thought it was a virus. Huh. Striking. Well, that's not as good as I would have hoped. I mean, it's all foes, but let's just see it. That was pretty good. And put him to sleep. I mean, you know, it wasn't a hyperspace hip check, but it definitely broke through space and time. Stab him. This move is so cool. Alphamon's so cool. I like Alphamon. Anything up here? No. Back we go. Now what else are they gonna throw at me? Already throwing ultimates. Although it took a while for them to throw ultimates at me. Like, it's kinda odd how slow the progression of basic enemies are. But then, like, strong enemies and bosses are just, like, all over the place. Like, Jim again came at me with Megas as early as Chapter 6, didn't he? With his Boltmon. But then I'm still fighting, like, rookies and champions in the field. So that progression can probably be more sensible. Hopefully. Granted, I don't know how Hacker's memory looks yet, so things may be different even at that point. Why did you... Oh, it's also a buff. Okay, I was gonna be like, why did you heal yourself? But it is, in fact, also a buff. Mega Death. Right, doesn't shoot from the cannon from his back, shoots it from his face. I mean, might as well just int pierce. Oh, but there's another option I have. Though it's also an AoE option. Why are all my frontliners have AoEs and I'm facing single enemies? Yeah, that'll just put him down.
私たちの大勝利
Also, Alphamon is kind of slow, huh? He's being outsped by everybody. Oh, this map is crazy. Everything's overlapping. I don't know where to go. There's another fork in the road. Oh, there's an item over there, though. And that's the... I found the exit immediately. Okay, well. So much for that. Let me swap in. Well, no, because if they're all Monzaimons, they're going to be viruses. Or, they're going to be vaccines. I don't want to run a virus against them. I was going to say I'm going to swap Gallantmon in. But, let's not do that just yet. Friendship! I actually need more of those. Let me... I could feed one to Alphamon, like, right now. I'll make the cam up soon enough. But yeah, I've, like, burned all my friendships on, others. And, I need more now. The problem with level grinding with Platinum Numemons is you don't get cam that way because everyone else is in the back line. So it's, a little slow going in that direction. I'm sure you have no physical defense. Probably don't even use Plusiumon on this one. Plusiumon's a data. I want to see if this procs, though. I know I just took out one of them, but this is an AoE that has a chance of insta-killing. Also, beam hands. Okay, well, they died anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, like, Alphamon's moves are just cool. Even though one of them is mislabeled. A relic of the original version. Like, apparently he's just straight up used the Oryuken in the original game as base Alphamon. And it's like, oh. Well, that's weird. Then they made Oryuken to be like, no, it's got to be a proper separate form. Though it is weird it's treated as a Jogress instead of a... Well, form change? I don't know. I feel like Oryuken's existence is a bit of an oddity, because it is equipping a Digimon as opposed to fusing with it. It's also not one of the legend arms. Why? Why do you have to know who I really am? Because you're causing trouble. No response. What did I say? I spoke, there was no text box, and the only thing I say is no response afterwards. Let's find Pete. Why does that map not exist? What? Oh. It's just a completely different floor? Weird. Is that how that always was? I mean, it's so lost. Aha! Oh, there's a, like, digital fragment down there. Escape gate. Oh, there's a digital fragment here. Nakano Broadway Construction Part 1. Construction plans for Nakano Broadway, hereby abbreviated as NB, was announced in 1959, ultimately taking 7 years to complete. 7 years is not bad considering how much Nakano Broadway is. The reason for the lengthy duration was due to a major issue that routinely manifested throughout the process. During land leveling, underground water leaked, resulting in an immediate halt to any and all work within the area. A large lake formed, and the site was left alone for a long time. Mysteriously, large fish appeared en masse, attracting fishermen. Where would the fish come from? You can't just pour water into a hole and be like, yeah, no, there's fish here. Records also indicate people bathed there in large numbers and that a child at one point drowned in the lake. Who's watching this makeshift lake? How did a kid get in there and drown? Why are people going in? Today, something terrible happened. A strange Digimon appeared in the middle of my bed. It was so cold in there. Even when I tried calling for help, nobody came for me. But these two detectives eventually showed up. Oh. Kyoko and Ami. Ami asked me who I was, but I said I didn't know. So Kyoko gave me a name. She decided to call me Pete because I'm some sort of time capsule. Yep, Pete, that's my name. It made me so happy to have one. Names really are special things to have. I got Pete. But, is that your original name? I'm assuming this will lead me back out of this little section I've fallen into. It's also really far away. We're back down to champions. What happened? Also, they're all still vaccines. Can't run my viruses at this rate. No, they survived. Plusymon, can you do anything about that? I'm glad Plusymon has a basic AoE. That's not just its special. Granted, they're all water, so it's kind of, like, limited in terms of elemental variety. But single target, multi-target, and multi-target pierce. That's not too bad. Where am I now? Item. Open sesame. There's no firewall I can't get past. I have megas. It's just an SP restraint trip. I don't even need that many of them. Is there a data thingy here? There is. Nakano Broadway Construction, Part 2. Now, are these in order of where they are and I'm lucking out, or are they actually just going to appear in order no matter which ones I pick up? The latter is probably safer. No blueprints exist for NB. How are you supposed to build something without blueprints? 1961 saw the Japanese government commence its income doubling plan in order to re-energize the post-war economy. In tandem with unemployment policies, public works projects flooded the country, with major construction companies allotted huge budgets. Around 1962, one such project, the main route for the Shuto Expressway, was completed ahead of schedule. It was at that point the attention had turned back towards NB. Idle laborers and resources were funneled into the area from central Tokyo, at which point work on the building commenced in earnest. It's likely that there wasn't time to even think of preparing proper blueprints for NB at that stage. Yoshito really likes this girl named Fuyume Yuki. Oh, is Yoshito the old man? And is that why Pete used her image way back when? Because he was familiar with her? That explains some things, yeah. That's also why he used such an old idol. He always sits me on his lap and tells me all about her. Everything is perfect about her, he says. Her singing, her dancing, her looks, everything. He says she's 1 in a million among idols. I can't do any of those things. I can't sing and I can't dance. What I can do is curl up and fall asleep on Yoshito's lap. I love doing that. I also just love hearing Yoshito talk to me so happily. I didn't get a name on that one. Something here? Nope. Will this return me? Where am I? Oh, I'm like upstairs. Okay, wait. I didn't even go into this one, which was ahead of me, so let's do that one. Because I immediately dropped off. Item box. Please give. Oh, this one's gonna be a run back, huh? Straight chip B. I mean, that's not bad. But I think I'll be able to buy those by the end game. I don't need them too much right now. Antilamon! I mean, it's an ultimate. Ow. But they're also still all vaccines, aren't they? No, they're data. Antilamon's a data. How do you go so fast you go twice? Stop that. How do you go so fast you go 4 times? Give me a turn. Megadeth. I'm starting to feel like that's not really worth it. Oh, but Alphamon's the only one left. Let's see if I can get that 5%. It'd be really cool if you did. Ah. Try it again. Plus the hand beam is super cool. Ah, didn't happen. Ruby's nice. Can now make a new Garurumon. Yes, hello. Alright. Crafting on 1 is done. I might have to go back to the 1,000 yen crafting to get more friendships. Part 3. With no blueprints to draw upon, concrete was poured and rebar was erected, tailored to the land around the site. How? When construction was concluded 4 years later, the final building had 3 underground floors, as well as 10 floors above ground. How did you do that without blueprints? East Asia's greatest commercial building was therefore constructed on little more than sheer willpower. However, this came at a cost to some aspects of NB's integrity. The escalator, for instance, only connects the first 3 floors. Not even, it connects the first floor and the 3rd floor. Most of the underground floors have also gone unused in the ensuing years. Yeah, I know there's, like, lower floors. I just never see what's down there, because they're usually blocked off, aren't they? Even in real life? I kind of remember that. Such quirks are a direct result of the circumstances surrounding the building's inception. Yoshito told me that he and his son have been to a World's Fair once. He said that the line to see the moon rocks was really long, so long that it made him tired. But he said his son still had a good time. People also called Yoshito Chief Mizushima. His full name is Mizushima Yoshito. Yep, he's Old Man Mizushima. But Chief? Chief of what? Yoshito is a big important man in the computer room, so he doesn't get to go out with his son much. He's glad they got to see the World's Fair. I wish I could have seen the World's Fair with Yoshito too, but he and I are always together in the computer room. So that's okay, I'm content. I mean, I got the keyword, but that's not Pete's name, is it? Or rather, it should be Miko. We're connecting the dots properly here. That walk was not as long as I thought it would be. Out of that, or my brain managed to just skip past it. My brain King Crimson the journey. Okay, so I came from that one. There's that one back there. I actually want to try this, though. Let's mode change. Not slide digivolution, it's mode change. Also, yeah, that's not gonna happen for a bit. Does this increase ABI? I don't think it does it? I mean, I could probably check. Well, no, because level remains the same. Let's try fighter mode. 97 ABI. Yeah, no, it stays the same. It would be far too easy to just boost ABI by mode switching. Alright, where's this go? Also, safe to save. Who knows what could happen? What if I end up going the wrong way and getting to the end of the quest before finding all the info? That would be catastrophic. No pun intended. Oh, I've been here. Yeah, because I went to that part. Piedmon, I just evolved you. So I guess you were my Otismon and I had you around for a while. Part 4. In most cases, large commercial buildings are run by their owners, who control everything from PR to tenants and internal bylaws. BW, we don't know what BW is, was an exception to that rule. From the very start, shop and residential spaces alike were sold piecemeal. People who bought their real estate inside the building were then free to utilize it however they pleased. Because of this, soon after NB opened, shop owners and residents started remodeling work on their respective stores and apartments. In the end, this meant that formal blueprints for NB weren't drafted until 8 years after the building was originally completed. That's crazy. Even in those early days, the building's layout had already become too unwieldy for anyone to fully grasp at that stage. Yoshito always has me sitting on his lap, petting my head all nice and gently. I love Yoshito. Yoshito always calls me Miko. Miko is a girl's name. I was wondering about that. But Yoshito gave it to me, so I love it. I was gonna say, usually Miko would not be a male-given name. Granted, Kyoko sort of did arbitrarily name him Pete, so I don't know if that lined up either. Also, I don't know if Miko Pete is originally a cat or originally a Digimon. So, stop back attacking me! It's like the second time it's happened. Now, his fighter mode, yeah, it's single target. Much better. Much cool. Oh wow, that wiped him out. Oh, I guess Garurumon is fire type. The entire Garurumon line, like, cannot decide on element or, like, ability, or, attribute. Like, it swaps it up so often. Where Garurumon is Earth data type, I think. Is that the last one? Part 5. The basement of Broadway once housed a vacuum tube computer within its walls. It had been brought into the building after the end of World War II by war criminals who evaded arrest, shielded from prying eyes of MacArthur's GHQ. The vacuum tube computer's purpose in those days remains a mystery. It's possible it could have been utilized for things such as mathematical computations or code breaking, but such speculation is unconfirmed. As time went on, there was eventually nobody left to carry on the original purpose set forth for the terminal. At that point, the computer was apparently buried inside a wall somewhere. Yes, it was. It's dark in here. All dark. I can't see a thing. I'm okay with being in the dark. I'm not scared of it or anything, but it's never been this dark before. Yoshito's not here. I don't even smell him. I can't go back outside. Yoshito, where are you? Yoshito. Yoshito. Please, sit me on your lap and pet my head again. Yoshito. Yoshi-to. Now you know. Now you know who I really am. I'm... Oh boy. So it's begun. Though I have to say, this is a bit more than what I bargained for. If this keeps up, the building's going to collapse for sure. From digital wave, like, vibrations? Oh, I'm back here. Who am I? Somebody, anybody, tell me. Save. Glad I got warped back to here, though. That's handy. Please, who am I? Pete must be in that old vacuum tube computer. It just says Pete must be in. I mean, if we're going with the original, it's Miko. Pete is the identity, or rather, not even identity, it's the name given. And I like, on one hand, it's like, you're Pete to us, but if we're talking about who he really is, he's Miko. Yeah, that's right. My name is Miko. Yoshito is my friend. Pete is your friend. Yoshito's calling out for me. He's been looking for me this whole time. He found me. Yoshito. Whew. Looks like the tremors have stopped. Just in the nick of time, too. Good. That could have been bad. I was in that wall, too. That's my assistant for you. You've done well. Now I don't have to worry about any broken coffee cups. Should have let it go on for a little longer. Miko. Miko, it's really you. Yoshito, well, I'm so sorry. You've been waiting for me for so long. I'm the one who should be apologizing here, Miko. I'm the one who left you alone this whole time. I'm so sorry, my friend. No, it's okay, really. You don't have to be sorry. I knew you've been waiting for me since the day you had to go. Oh, Miko. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I'd have never lived to see Miko with my own eyes again. You're gonna die right here, right now? Don't do that. I should probably explain. You see, back when the vacuum tube computer room was still around, I lived here in this building, away from my family. That computer room was where I used to work. I pieced together that much. The only family I ever had with me that whole time was Miko here. I talked with Miko about everything there. My memories of my family, Fuyume Yuki, anything to keep my loneliness at bay in there. He would join me in the computer room, and we spent many, many hours together over the years. Eventually, they closed down the room and sealed the whole thing off with a thick wall, like it was never there to begin with. It was around that time that I lost Miko too. I couldn't find him wherever I looked. I had a bad feeling about where he might have ended up, and came back to here who knows how many times to rescue him. But in the end, I couldn't do anything for him. I gave up and over time nearly forgot about him. Before I knew it, it had been decades since we'd last been together. I can't thank you for making this happen. We couldn't have been reunited without you, kid. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now we can go back to living together again. Thank you. I'll never, ever forget this day. I mean, I don't know if I believe that, but I hope you don't. Miko looks happy. But that means Pete won't be in the room anymore, because he's Miko now. Or Miko again. I see. Nice work. I can only imagine how hard it was, but you really did a good job. So our Pete was actually a cat named Miko, sealed deep inside a wall along with that vacuum tube computer from the American occupation days. And somehow, using the building's internet, or rather the power of its ley line, he merged with the computer and became a Digimon. Okay, so yeah, he was initially a cat. And like, bio-merged with a Digimon. Neat. That's kind of cool, actually. That old cat's had a hell of a life, wouldn't you agree, Ami? We can't say for sure what the actual assimilation process entailed, but at this point, we know better than to doubt it happened. It's amazing just how much and yet how little the digital and real worlds are siphoned off from one another. I imagine the reason Pete showed up again after all those years because of the digital wave and abnormalities we've seen. But you know, there's still one thing about the whole story that bugs me a little. What? You mentioned that towards the end, old man Mizushima said, now we can go back to living together again, right? What do you think he meant by that? Not only that, but in the case you solved earlier, where he was the one behind the urban legends, how did he keep breaking into the building? Is he a ghost? Has he never been alive? Have we been meeting with a ghost this whole time? Because I mean, how long, like, it would have been 50 years between the computer existing and the timeline now? Let's assume for the sake of argument that he somehow had access to an entrance that let him come and go at the timing he did. If he'd physically been getting into the building so much that way that he was being reported, you'd think something would have gone differently. Got any theories you'd like to propose? No, actually, I think I'd rather stay out of this one. Yoshito Mizushima. If we looked into his backstory, we might be able to find our answers pretty easily. He's a ghost. What do you think? Should we dig a little more? I think we should let them be. please leave us be. Don't go looking for us. Is he there in the wall with Miko? Is that it? Ah, that's understandable. Then it's probably best we do indeed let sleeping dogs lie. You mean sleeping cats? Alternatively, we could let the occult club kids know about this. I bet they'd have a real field day going after it. I don't think we should. I think it's fine as is. I mean, they came face to face with a real... Don't say it, Kyoko. You know what? Nah. Let's keep it to ourselves. Not all mysteries in this world need to be solved. Nakano Broadway brings many things together. The spirit world and the world of the living, the normal and the surreal. And now the physical and the digital. This is such a weird angle to do this from. Truly, nothing is impossible in this crazy hole in the wall we call home. I know we're closing out Pete's storyline with that, but why did that feel like we reached the end of the game? There's still so much more. Oh cool, got new cases. Done. Well, looks like it's just you and me again here. The couches look so empty without Pete around. We better get more clients to keep them warm. Could also just buy seat warmers. Alright, any new cases that are not property? They're not. I feel like I have to keep doing these cases to clear them out. That said, oh, the story found me. Never mind. I was gonna ask, what do I do now? How are you calling me? Also, when did your... Not when, but why did your eyes turn red? They weren't always red. Remember that thing about not going full Sasuke? You even adopted Sharingan eyes. What are you doing? Sorry, but I'm in a hurry. I have a message for you. So then we're still friends? But you killed Gallantmon, dude. It's gonna be hard to be friends with you after that. Come to Idaiba. Why? Suedo said that the weakened Examon will be heading back there. I mean, yeah, that was the plan. It's your chance to defeat Examon. Help Suedo. I really don't want to. Listen up, though. Come alone. Don't tell Kyoko or anyone else. Just you. See you later. Well, there's the plot. It straight up called me. If it's gonna be Examon, then he's a data type. I'm gonna need viruses to expedite the process. Let's set you to 10. Let's set you to 1. Wow, my brain registered that in Japanese notation, by the way. Because, I mean, it's 10,000, 1,000. But those are also... forget it. It's fine. My brain read the yen as opposed to just numbers. Investigate. Let's swap some people out. I should probably keep a data type. Imperial Dramon, you're cool. I'm gonna swap you out because where is she? Ignore my leveled Digimon. Alphamon, Odiumon replacements after I fuse them. But ignore them! There she is, Lilithmon, come over here. Now we have 3 viruses, and a data, and these 2. I'm gonna need a balanced party for the approach, I believe. But that should be fine, right? Make sure everyone's healed. Get the party set up. Lilithmon, you can stay out here, because I haven't had you hang out. Sistermon, didn't swap that correctly. There we go. This party's gonna be so weird. I didn't check what I need to level up Sister Mont Blanc, but I'll probably get her to the next level soon. I said, lying through my teeth. I think she still needs a lot more ABI, so it'll be a bit. But to Odaiba. Right, everything's still on fire. I'm still gonna be attacked by a whole bunch of dragon Digimon. Yes. Yes, I am. Stop it. Thundery Sword. Let's try that. See if it insta-kills Gigadramon. That was pretty cool. It did not insta-kill. Alright, chance of poisoning and extra strong int-penetrating dark attack.
Hora, hora.
Wow. Yeah, that did damage. Gakrimon, no. Well, it's a little late, because abnormal statuses have been inflicted. So let's just stab him. Straight up Divine Buster. Think she's Nano, huh? Do it again. That is pretty cool, though. What are your attacks? Did I not fix them? I gotta do that. I forgot to give all my medals to Metal Man. It's been a bit. Lilithmon, your moveset is weird.